sorry. It was rather a battle to get on here today. Sometimes life is a bit like a battle. It feels like you're constantly fighting against things. And sometimes I even like to dress up as a soldier. I am this chef. Well, okay, that was a bit weird, but never mind. There's my hat. Then that'll protect me really well. But anyway, speaking about battles, in today's Doggy news, Arlo has some dogs that were in the army. They didn't have any shields like this though. Over to you, Arlo.
Woof, 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 woof.
Doggy news. Doggy news. Doggy news. Doggy news. Doggy news. Doggy News today is brought to you by Arlo. Hey there, my name's Arlo, the new St. James School doggy. Because we've been thinking about fighting battles today, Doggy News today is a special edition where I've found some heroic animals who have been really brave and helped in battles. First of all, here's a doggy called Nemo. He was in a battle where his human friend, Bob Throneberg, was under attack. When Bob was injured, Nemo was very loyal and climbed on top of him and wouldn't let anyone come near him. So he protected him from being hurt anymore. Even when people came to help Bob, they still couldn't get Nemo to leave. He was that loyal. But because of his bravery, he saved his human friend's life. Second, here's Smokey, the Yorkshire Terrier. Smokey was also in a battle, where he used his amazing nose to warn soldiers of incoming exploding shells. He was also very funny and kept all the soldiers happy with loads of tricks. That's my kind of dog. And here's Stubby, or should I say Sergeant Stubby, because he was so great he's the only dog to be given the rank of sergeant. He also helped warn soldiers of incoming shells so they could take cover, and he helped find injured people so they could be brought to hospital. What a hero! And lastly, here's a cat called Faith, who was actually a church cat. Henry, the vicar of a church in London, started being visited by a random cat who didn't have a home and decided this cat should become his church cat. The cat then had a kitten called Panda. He kept them in his house. But one day, Faith was being a bit weird and decided to pick up Panda and move them into the basement. And this was just as well, because just after this, loads of bombs fell on London and the house was destroyed. But Henry the Vicar didn't give up on his cats and scrambled to find them through the rubble. And he found them, dirty but safe. And he took them in, and Faith the cat always went to church with Henry after that. So there we go, 4 amazing animals. I want to grow up and to be brave and heroic just like them. And if they can be brave, so can you too. But that's all from me now. Over to you, Elliot. Doggy. Woof woof. Doggy. Wow, Arlo. What brave doggies. Do you know what's amazing? Even if we feel far too weak to win our battles, even if we just want to hide, do you know that God says he will help us win a big victory over our biggest challenges? And because God created the whole universe, he can do anything. There are so many stories in the Bible about God helping people win the battles over really difficult things. Here is the story of Gideon, someone who God helped to win a massive battle with just a tiny army of 300 people with some very unusual instructions. Here it is.
Gideon, a brave and mighty man.
Gideon, oh Gideon, I want your help, you brave and mighty man.
You can't be talking to me, Lord. I'm no brave and mighty man. But God knew what he was doing. He always does.
You're the man, all right. The Midianites have my people surrounded, and I want you to round up an army to stop them.
I'm a big scary Midianite. We're going to get them all. I'm also a big scary Midianite. Gideon did what God told him. Come! Come! Come join our army! Join our army, everyone!
Sure, I'll join.
Well, if you're joining, I'll join too! Well, I wonder if there's free food. I brought my knife and fork just in case. And to his surprise, over 30,000 men agreed to join him.
Well, there sure are a lot of us.
We're going to win so easily. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. And where's the free food?
Gideon, oh Gideon, you have far too many men. I want you to send some of them away.
There are more Midianites than I can count. So many more. I need all the help I can get. But God knew what he was doing. He always does.
I am all the help you need. So tell the men who are frightened to go home.
Anyone who's frightened can go home. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm terrified. Well, I'm off home. Food's better there anyway. 20,000 people have gone home. But on the bright side, we have 10,000 left. Not too bad, I suppose.
Gideon, oh Gideon, you still have too many people. So here's what I want you to do. Take them all for a drink. If they drink down on their knees, send them home. If they scoop it up and lap it up like a dog, then they can come.
I don't understand, but okay. Men, let's go to the water and have a drink. Some soldiers got down on their knees to drink.
Oh, so thirsty.
Gideon sent them home, as God said.
What did I do? Well, I didn't want to be part of this. Anyway. Humph.
Others scooped up the water in their hands and lapped it up like dogs. I'm a puppy! Those were the soldiers Gideon kept. Yay, I'm in the army! But there were only 300 left, a tiny army. How will we fight the Midianites now?
Gideon, oh Gideon, now we are ready to fight the Midianites.
But there were thousands of them, thousands and thousands, and there's only 300 of us. How can we possibly win?
You can't.
I can't.
Not without my help. And that's what I want you to see. Now listen, here's my plan.
Later that night, Gideon led his 300 men to the edge of the Midianite camp. In one hand, every soldier carried a trumpet, and in the other hand, an earthenware pot with a flaming torch inside. There wasn't a sword in sight. At Gideon's signal, the soldiers blew their trumpets, smashed their pots, and shouted,
For the Lord and for Gideon! Whoa! What's that sound?
There's noise and fire everywhere.
I'm so confused.
We're under attack by a huge army.
No, that's my sword. I'll fight you for it.
But it was only Gideon, his 300 men, and a God who knew what he was doing all along.
There must have been millions of them. Time to run away.
God knew what he was doing after all.
The end.
So, what could be the moral of this story? Well, Gideon could never win that battle on his own, even if he has a great shield like mine. So strong. Even if he has this great really like wooden spatula weapon. He couldn't win it. And God was actually trying to show him that by getting him to send most of the troops home. So there were only 300, a really small army. And then no one would doubt that the victory didn't come from him, but came from God. Are you finding anything really difficult at the moment? Like a big battle. I know I find loads of things really difficult. But this story is really encouraging for me. Because even if we're feeling really small, really weak, none of these things stop God helping us have a big victory over things that we find difficult. And now we're going to have something a bit different. It's time for a song, sung by my friend, Reverend Andy, our vicar, about how we are all part of the big family of God.
Some of us are big and tall, some of us are very small, some of us like pink and some like blue. Some of us like reading books, some of us like reading books. That's because we're different, me and you. But God loves everyone He's made. God loves each of us in a special way. That's you and 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 you. God loves you, yes, God loves you. That's you and 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 you. We're part of the big family of God. Some of us have curly hair, some of us have specs to wear. All of us have different families. Some of us are very loud, some of us don't make a sound. That's because we're different, you and me. But God loves everyone He's made. God loves each of us in a special way. That's you and 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 you. And God loves you, yes, God loves you. That's you and 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 you. We're part of the big family of God. That's you and 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 you. And God loves you, yes, God loves you. That's you and you and you and you, you and you and you and you. We're part of the big family of God.
This song shows us that no matter
what we're like, even if we like dressing up in random army clothes. There is a place for everyone in God's big family. So remember, if you have something that you're battling against, with God's help, anyone can have the victory because He wants us all to be part of His big family. I feel all warm inside now. This is something we can be so thankful for, because no matter who or what's against us, we can win the victory with God. So thanks so much for listening so well, and we're looking forward to joining you again next week. So let's go and win the victory!